I don't come to people with a problem and no solution, because what's the point? Like, why did you hire me if I don't come to you with a solution? One thing we've built here at Cromebloc to help everybody in the pre-construction process, especially designers and architect, is for the pricing mostly. A lot of the time, especially when we're early on, let's say 30% or 50% completion of the plans, the issue we have with that is that there's a lot of choice that are undecided. So we've built on ChatGPT, we built a GPT that we break down the project into divisions, so lots. Like, we always need in a construction project, you always have different professionals or different trades that come in. That would be, you come in typically with demolition, then you have your interior system guys. So that would be your structure of the walls, like your studs, then you have your drywall, then you have your plaster, all of that. Then we bring in like electrician, plumbers, all of that. So I break down into all the subcontractors that I will need. I use a GPT to help me through with that, so that it goes quicker. Then once it's broken down, I have the GPT go through, ask me questions per lot. So let's say demolition. What's this like the area of flooring that we need to demolish? What's the area of walls that we need to demolish? What's the linear feet of baseboard that we need to remove? All of that. It asks me all the questions for all the different lots. Then once it's gone through that, I have like my assumptions. Then I have the GPT break it down into tasks. So that way, once we're pricing something, let's say we go for plumbing division, at least we know, okay, this is the task that we have to do, and these are the assumptions that we're making instead of the material. So you know, when I give you a price, okay, this is the basis I've chosen. So that way, if I choose this toilet, it might, you know, the delta in pricing. So I make all the assumptions in terms of materials and labor, so that way you know, okay, that's how long it's going to take, and that's how much he is budgeted. And if I tell my clients, okay, we're going to have, so this toilet that's $200, we're going to take this toilet that's maybe $600. At least, you know, okay, it's going to be $400 more expensive. And this more expensive toilet might take an hour more to install, let's say. And at least your client knows you have a baseline to work off of. And then when you make a change, you know, like how much it's going to cost. So that's something we've added to help you guys in pre-construction, with the budget and the client, so that you have something concrete to base your estimates off of. And that's how we like to help our designers and architect in the pre-construction, so that we have a price, something to tell you, okay, this is going to be more expensive because this is the basis we started from, and then this is going to be more expensive because we chose an X, Y, or Z. So that's how we help you as well.
That's actually really helpful and really important, because you, even like as a designer, you have an idea of how much things are going to cost, but at the end of the day, it depends on the contractor that you're working with and what they see. So it's always, you know, really nice to have a contractor that is clear and precise, like this is exactly what you're getting, this is what you're paying. So I appreciate that a lot, actually.
Another thing as well that we do is, since we're breaking down into tasks, we're able to break down the task, you know, each task, and the way we know how long a task is going to take is we take the productivity of the thing. So let's say we have a wall. We know roughly how long it's going to take per linear feet of wall, how long it's going to take per hour, let's say. So I take this, then I multiply by a complexity factor. So that way I know, okay, it might take me 3 hours for this surface of wall. And then I know I don't forget about, okay, the guys have to come in, they have to take their tools out of the truck. So it's mobilization time as well. So I'm able to break it down into tasks per lot that I've defined. A lot is electrician, plumber, etc. I'm able to break it down into tasks, and then from that I'm able to make a schedule, because I know each trade is going to take X, Y, Z in time, and I know maybe X is this trade and this trade, they could overlap a little bit. So I know my schedule, so that way you know the schedule, everybody knows the schedule. It's broken down, so it's like it's clear, and we understand like it's going to take this amount of time. And I'm also able to be like, okay, there's holiday here, holiday here, holiday here. So be careful, because you're planning maybe 2 months, but maybe you have the construction holiday in the middle of it. So it might be 3 or 2.5 months, because construction and holiday could be even 3.5 months instead of 2 months, because 2 weeks of construction holidays, and then people are rushed at the beginning, and then they start later afterwards. So that's also something we like to give planning teams we work with as well.
What happens when you know, because plans are really great and that overlap is really important to account for, but sometimes, especially like peak seasons and stuff like that, I find that what happens if you demolish the wall and you realize there's something a bigger issue that you really need to focus on before rebuilding another one? How do you then manage that expectation with clients or designers?
So we have a change order process that's really clear and straightforward. Every time we see something that's, let's say we couldn't have planned for that because we don't see behind the walls. It's a change order that we call that. And basically what we do, we use Procore as a project management software. And the way we handle it is we come see the client. First of all, we document the issue and we find a solution. I don't come to people with a problem and no solution because what's the point? Like, why did you hire me if I don't come to you with a solution? So to handle the change order process, we document the issue. Then we send them a document through Procore. It's a change order document, and then there's like all the details, all the changes, impact on the schedule, how long it's going to add to your schedule, if any time added to the schedule. Then we send them, okay, this is how much it's going to cost, and we discuss if it makes sense or not, and then we sign the change order, and then we move on to the work. So that's how it's handled. It's documented and everything. Even though it costs more, at least there's a reason why it costs more, and it's documented. Okay, change order, why? Because X, Y, and Z. We have the proof, we have the pictures, we have the documented area. This is how we noticed it, and that's pretty much how we handle change orders. That's what we call them. And there's also, in the process, there's always questions in the process. Again, through the project management software we handle, it's called RFIs, request for informations, and we handle that through that as well. So that way, the communication with the teams and the clients, because the idea is we want the clients to be aware of what's going on. It depends on the types of client, because some clients are like, okay, you just handle it, and then let me know once it's done. And then if there's like issues, I just want to know the issues, and then it's fixed, and then that's it. So we want to make the client feel at ease, and we want, basically what we're selling is peace of mind.
Yeah.
We're just handling all the issues, and through experience, we're able to anticipate issues that are coming up. That's why we like planning, because we know issues are going to come up. We want to figure those issues out in the planning phases. So we're able to anticipate them during construction, and we don't hit roadblocks, and that cause delays. So that's pretty much what we do.
That's actually important, because I always say that, the client has hired you, you're doing your full-time job doing this project. The client most likely has a full-time job. They don't have time to actually worry about. So it's actually really nice that, you think of the solution, even if the client accepts it, you immediately like get on it, and then you tell them what's going on. That's
why we want to work with designers, architects, engineers, because we also are engineers, by the way. We do pre-construction, so mechanical engineering, electrical, civil, structural engineering. We do all that in-house as well. But the reason we like to work with a pre-construction team is that, especially early on, so a design-build project, the reason we like that is because, as I said before, we have everybody in there, everybody that will be working on site, and everybody that's doing the plan are collaborating. So there's not blame thrown all over the place, because everybody has participated in the design. So everybody's like has some kind of ownership through the design. So it just helps the process go way smoother. So that's the way we like to approach the work as well.
That's nice.
And then is any other issues you've seen throughout your career as an interior designers with clients?